go. Come on, something. Come on. Ah! Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spun.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
The Season 10 World Series runner-up, Luke Archer, starts his campaign here on opening night, reassuming primetime position to kick off his best chance yet at securing the title. In the other corner stands Dwyenne, returning for his 10th season in the XBL, with eyes looking upwards towards another personal best season. The Mallards dance with the Pine Sox. This is XBL opening night.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone back to another cross-platform baseball league showdown. We have our second edition of the match of the week going on tonight after a great slate earlier. I'm going to be replacing my friend Dwyenne in the booth, who will be playing tonight against the Mallards of Luke Archer. I'm joined by No Hummus, who will be doing the play-by-play tonight. Hummus, what are you excited for?
I'm very excited because Dwayne and Luke, we've seen these past few seasons, their matches have always been very close. Always. I think they've split in all the series that they've had together. So this could definitely be a very close matchup. They both sort of play into each other's strengths and weaknesses. So definitely a lot of good baseball we'll expect to see here.
That's a great point, and they have split in the past, and I hope we do get that tense, exciting matchup. Luke is coming off an XBL runner-up finish last season. The Pine Sox off of another playoff berth, and they are definitely going to be looking to do more damage this season. But for tonight, as always, we have a couple of keys to the game. The first one being velocity swaps. Luke Archer coming back with a 2-bar rotation and pin. He has some very low velo pitchers. He has some very high velo pitchers. Hummus, how do you think that affects the game tonight?
I think that it definitely affects his game because we could see Luke. He's gonna be switching up his velos. Like like usually he likes to start with very low velo. Kind of throw you off, and then about like halfway towards the end of the game, he'll throw in one of those high velo pitches that just completely throw you off balance, like with the extra like 5-6 miles on the fastball. And same thing with Dwayne. They both have a variety of pitchers, so we'll look for them to try to mix it up and just keep the other player on their toes.
That's right. Dwyenne does have a bit higher average velo, but he can definitely mix up the speeds, which is one of his pitching strengths. Our second key to the games tonight will be plate discipline. Luke Archer is one of the best in the league at laying off balls and swinging at strikes. He does a great job of it. And Dwyenne, when he's on, he has some great discipline too. I really think that's going to be a key to how each player establish themselves in game one, and can really be the key to whether pitching is effective or hitting is effective. What about you, Hummus?
Yeah, for sure. I think in this game it's going to really come down to their pitching because, like you said, Luke Archer, he has great plate discipline. Same with Dwayne, and they're just going to need to hit those edges where just inside the strike zone where those pitches like it looks outside, but then like you see on the replay, it'll be like just like a pixel or two in. So I think hitting those corners and just hitting that outside edge and getting those called strikes is going to be a great factor in who wins today.
That's right. I think the two teams will use those velo swaps and try to attack the edges. Luke and Dwyenne are both very good at power swinging and contact swinging, and see if they can throw each other off, maybe catch them looking a few times. Our third key of the game, which is the one that I think will really show off and maybe set a tone for this season, is that both teams are running 5-bar speed rosters. Luke last season had 4-bar defense. He lowered that to 3 and increased his speed. Dwyenne had 4-bar contact, I believe, which he lowered to 3. But at any rate, he did increase his speed to 5. And a lot of people are doing it. How do you think that is going to affect the series and maybe the season as a whole?
Well, yeah, we're seeing a lot more speed out here, so I think a lot of people are beginning to realize that is not only just for offense, but used for defense. So it's gonna be hard for these players to be able to hit like gappers if they have 90 plus speed in the outfield. So yeah, just they're gonna have to take advantage of whatever hits they can get, and do a lot of good base running and hit and runs.
That's a great point. Speed does really affect all facets of the game, but enough from us. We're going to head into the series. We will be starting shortly as the teams load in. Hummus, thank you for your thoughts. I look forward to hearing your play-by-play. I will be doing the color, and without further ado, let's get into the games.
Let's do it.
Well, here we are. We are going to be starting off the night at the beautiful Colonial Plaza. Luke will be the home team tonight, Dwyenne the visitors here in Game 1, Lauderberry on the mound for the Mallards, Emma Royd on the mound for the Pine Sox. Let's get into it.
Yeah, as you're saying, we have the aces for both these teams here. Game 1 at Colonial. Colonial, the dimensions are a bit smaller than usual, so watch for a lot of balls just reach the warning track here. As we see, first pitch of the XBL is going to be a low ball 1. Ooh, nice hit right up the middle. Platty gets there, but the speed on first is right not in time. So run up on first, as we were saying earlier, speed is going to be a big factor here, just as we saw.
That's right, and that speed is getting off to a hot start. It looks like the Mallards will go with the low velo, Lauderberry at first on the mound.
Ooh, yeah, and yeah, it's like a great defense there, getting as convert double play as we get into 2 outs now with IP Freely up next. As that one's inside for a 0-1 count. Batter watches that one, low curveball, make it a 1-1. Batter being patient here on the 1-2 count. Swings there, grounds it to the shortstop. It looks like that'll be easy. I think so. 1-2-3 inning here. Pine Sox get a hit, but they end up hitting to a double play. Now the Mallards look to take a good hit here.
They did, and we saw that burst of speed from Upons to lead off the game and get that infield single. I think that's going to be a big factor tonight.
Yeah, for sure. We see Lillian here. She has a lot of speed too, so watch out for some of her stuff. But it looks like that won't play a factor. It's hug and kiss with the hot grab. So that'll be high and in for a 0-1 count. Catches the edge right there. 0-2 count. Whipper tree activated. But gets some glove on it. Oh, it just gets past the shortstop. So now we got runner on first with 1 out. Chance Lodberry up. Start number 3. And now we're going to see how he does as he takes a quick 2-0 count. That one's hit high. It won't have enough distance though. Upont should get onto this pretty easily and just throws it to second baseman for out number 2. Coming up next is Anas. As that one's a curveball, strike 1. Ooh, steal here. Let's see if the catcher has arm. Not in time, so now we got a runner at second, 2 outs here. A single could bring him in, but it looks like it won't as a strikeout there. Catch some swinging.
It took 5 outs before we had our first strikeout of the game. I really think that both of these teams will try to use that play discipline, use their ability to put the ball in play to make good things happen.
Yeah, for sure. They've had a lot of, they battled back here, a lot of 1-2 counts, have been able to get some solid hits here. So let's see if that's a continued trend for the rest of this game. As that becomes a curveball to make it a 2-1 count to Junior Don, the heart and soul for this Sox team. He'll pop it up to the second baseman for out number 1. Next up, Beatrice B. Bopper. Power hitter here. Watch out as she could send this to distance. And it goes, will it go far? We'll have the distance. It will. See ya. First home run of the XBL season. Just an absolute moonshot from B. Bopper. That looks like a 460 shotter. First home run, first RBI. Sox take a quick 1-0 lead here.
You mentioned that power on B. Bopper, and man, she used it. Our first home run of the season, and it's already over 450 feet.
Yep, and just a beautiful timed pitch there. And that's what they got to do, take advantage of the pitches you get. And it looks like another one there. Just bloops it over the first baseman. So now we got a runner on first, 1 out. Sox holding on to a 1-0 lead here with Amanda Hug and Kiss up next. She has a good career against left-handed pitchers, and she'll look to take advantage of that against Lauderberry. As we get a steal here, runner just advances way too fast for the catcher to even react. Great timing there for the base runner. That one's popped up. Will the runner advance? No, he will not. Not enough speed there, so good base running there. So now we got runners on the corners here, 1 out. Sox to tack on even more runs here. Oh, another steal here. I think that was definitely a great play there. Allowed the runner to get to second and get another run in.
That's right. That was a great use of stealing from the Pine Sox, both on the runner before and there on the hit and run to kind of manufacture that run and just get her across home plate.
For sure. That could have very well been a double play if not for the steal there. So great base running there. Sox do ground out, but not before they put up 2 runs here to make it a 2-0 ball game here in top of the bottom of the second.
And if
Next,
I'm Dwyenne, I love that inning. He showed off his power with the home run, which was a power swing. Great timing on the ball. Maybe starting to sing the pitch as well. And that other run came across on contact swing. So he really showed kind of the variety of weapons he has at the plate.
yeah, for sure. And as that is grounded up, and as you're saying, yeah, he right now with we all know his offense is one of the best in the league. He needs to get as many runs as he can to give himself as much insurance as possible. As that one's going to be a cutter outside for a 1-1 count. 2-1 count on the curveball. Gets him to swing on that one, make it a 2-2 count. Great pitch there, just in the corner. Like we were saying, these edge pitches, it's hard to tell, and gets him there for out number 1.
That's right. When you have as good of a plate discipline as Luke does, you're gonna have to do exactly what Dwyenne did and just smash those edges.
Oh, now one looking is going far. It might hit the wall. It goes over. We have a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Home run from the Mallards to make it a 2-2 ball game, 430 feet. Peckin's first home run of the season, and with a 2-run shotter.
And, after that first inning, I kind of had some hopes that we may see a pitcher's duel starting here, but no, we have back-to-back 2-run half innings, and this one's not even over yet for the Mallards. Those offenses are heating up.
Sure, we might see a shootout here as it's only the bottom second. As that one just goes right up the middle, Upons will get to it and throw it to second. So now we got runners on first here with Lauderberry up. The other Lauderberry, I should say. As that one is grounded for strike 1. Nice steal here, and it looks like the catcher just doesn't get in time. Now we got runner on second here. Pitcher might go for a bunt. And it looks like he won't. Hard hit. And that will become 2 outs now. Lillian up next. Ooh, that one too close, but it becomes just ball 1. Ooh, ball 2 just wants to get in close on the edge right there. 2-2 count here. Whiffer tray activated. Let's see what happens. Steeler goes, but catch the hug and kiss to make out number 3, but not before the Mallards strike back with a home run of their own to make it a 2-2 ball game here in the top of the third. Top of the lineup up with Chuck Upons leading off.
2 innings, 2 runs apiece, 4 hits apiece. We've seen power swings, we've seen contact swings. I don't think the pitching has been that bad, but the hitters are just really getting their timing down and really honing in on those pitches.
Yeah, for sure. In this league, if we have a very strong offense and very strong pitching going against each other, most of the time you're going to see that offense take the win. So we'll see how that trend continues later on. As that becomes a low strike 2 to make it an 0-2 count. Pitcher swings at that just over the pitcher. So that becomes a runner on first now, 1 out with IP Freely, who's 0 for 1 today. Let's see if he could get something here. Now, first hit pops it up. It looks like the pitcher will catch it. Or no, the catcher. As that becomes out number 2, Junior Dong. He'll be looking to get something here.
That's an unfortunate first pitch pop out. If I'm Dwyenne, you got to try to work those at-bats and find a pitch that's a little better suited for you.
Yeah, for sure. He might have just thought he saw his pitch right there, and sometimes you just want to get that first swing and catch him off guard. But it doesn't work out for him. As we go into the bottom of the third, still tied 2 apiece. And great curveball there, as that becomes strike 1. Emeroyd pitching a solid game. She did give up a home run, but she has a solid pitch count right now. Has about 2 strikeouts, so not a bad game when you consider who she's playing.
That's right, and that is her 3rd strikeout of the game. That's going to be really key here. just trying to keep as many balls out of play as possible and just not even let Luke give a chance to use that speed to his advantage.
For sure. And as we get into account, pitcher looked like she was about to sneeze. Maybe she should have gone for it, as that looks like that would be a solo shot. Home run. That breaks the game open to make it a 3-2 ball game. Mallards, 429 footer. Lauderberry here with his first home run and RBI of the season.
And that's an unfortunate pitch for the Pine Sox. He was down 2, or he was up. The batter was ahead 2-0 in a count. I think if he does it again, he may want a contact pitch there. He kind of lost that power pitch, threw it right down the middle, and Luke just does not miss those baseballs.
Yeah, that's just like sort of the price you pay. Like, if you want the group better pitcher, you have to risk giving up pitches like that, and Luke was just able to make contact on that. So we now have a runner on first now on a 1-1 count. Gadwall, the catcher, he's 1 for 1 today. As the runner goes for second, not in time for the runner, as that becomes 2 outs now, so bases are cleared. Ooh, great check swing there. As BB Pro activates, swing and a miss. So full count strikeout, but not before the Mallards do get a solo shot to take back the lead, make it a 3-2 ball game. Beatrice B. Bopper, she had the first home run earlier. Let's see if she can respond back at the Mallards, as that one's fouled off, hard hit. Ooh, curveball, nice in zone. Both of these pitchers, they know how to place their curveballs, put it just in the zone, but not so much where it can get crushed. So look out for that as the game advances.
That's right. Those curveballs can be so effective, just scraping the zone, whether with low velo or high velo.
For sure. And look, we saw the speed just right there. The outfielder had to make a run for it, but able to grab it for out number 2. That becomes a ball 1, low. Attacking that low trait, but doesn't hurt, as it looks like that'll be out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning here. Going to the bottom of the 4th, Mallards have a 3-2 lead with the 6-7-8 up next. Emeroid sitting at 47 pitches, 4 strikeouts, and 3 runs given up so far. Decent pitching performance, but she really needs to lock it in these next few innings and prevent the Mallards from doing any more damage. And I don't know, then will that go the distance? It will not. IP Freely at the warning track almost hits that right field wall that's a bit shallow. So, ooh, tough jump there. Will it be in time? Not in time. Second baseman gets the glove on it.
Beating out another hit in the infield, and I mean, even those singles or lineouts, both these teams are hitting it very hard.
Yeah, and being able to get a glove on that just makes all the difference. As it looks like Dong will convert the double play there, so the error is balanced out. We go into the top of the 5th with the Mallards holding on to a 3-2 lead. The 8-9-1 up here for the Pine Sox. Leading off is Carly Dawson, who's 0 for 1 with the RBI on this sacrifice ground out. And that one 1-1. Watches the count there to make it a 1-2 count. Swings at that one. Looks like we're not sure who's gonna grab it. Looks like the shortstop ranges out for that one, for out number 1. Emeroid coming up here. Candice Lauderberry with 46 pitches. Pitching a solid game so far.
Dwyenne did a good job early of kind of getting that pitch count a little high through the first 2 innings, but Lauderberry has just shut him down the last 3. He's really got to find a way to work the counts, and I don't know, maybe try to get a high velo guy in. Maybe you can see him a little better.
Yeah, I think he's gonna need to be a bit more patient in the next few innings. Otherwise, Lauderberry might just continue to contain. As the line out there leads us to the bottom of the 5th. So Mallard's still leading 3-2. Manager thought about subbing out, but changed his mind as that one's ripped up. Pitcher gets hit here, so good start here for the Mallards. Getting the pitcher on base, always great to get that mojo boost from getting a pitcher hit. Let's change up outside, makes it a 0-1 count. And don't be fooled by this low speed. We might see a potential hit and run opportunity. And that becomes out number 1
That was a
with the
great
strikeout.
pitch selection from Dwyenne, changing up the speeds, using the fastball and the change, and really dotting those edges, which is what you have to do against a hitter as good as Luke.
Yeah, you can't be consistent with how you approach your pitching. Otherwise, they're just gonna make you pay. Ooh, that one's just foul. Make it a 2-1 count. That one goes popped up, make it a 2-2 count here. Whiffer tray activated. Oh, catches the batter looking, just not ready for that one. Make it a 2 outs now. Chance Lauderberry, who had the go-ahead home run, I believe, or the tying shot earlier. And that becomes ball 1, high curveball, 1-1 count. Ripped hard, make it a 1-2 count. Pitcher is still on first. Catch is looking once again for out number 3, so solid pitching there. Pitcher got on base, but Dwayne's able to get out of it. Now he needs to come up here big with his 2-3-4 up next.
That's right, and that's 3 straight innings where Dwyenne has worked out of a jam with a runner on first and either 1 or 0 outs. He's gotten caught stealing in a strikeout. He's had a double play. He's gotten those strikeouts there. He really needs to limit that damage and keep pitching well in jams.
Right, yeah, and as he gets a solid contact there, but just can't get out of the outfield. IP Freely now, the number 3, no, he has the outside trait. Let's see if Luke avoids it. Looks like he will avoid it for out number 2, so quick inning here so far. Junior Dong may have to hold back here at the plate to let the pitch count run up a little as we approach 55 pitches through 6 innings. That one popped up. It looks like it will get past the diving glove and almost gets past the right fielder, but now we got Beatrice B. Bopper. She hit a home run earlier. A lot of power there, so she gets it. Looks like they'll drop. We don't know. Oh, oh no, that's just caught on the paths right there. Just kind of the worst spot in the base path right there. Looked like she wasn't gonna get it, but she ends up getting it, and now we go into the bottom 6.
If I'm Dwyenne, I've got to be kicking myself. In a game as close as this, against as good of a player as Luke, you can't be running into outs like that. And you know, if you do get a ball down, you have to make sure you're at the right base.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of hesitated right there, and that hesitation could have cost him because he was about halfway through. He could have maybe at least advanced the runners to third to have the runners at the corners. But it looks like the professor will come in after that hit. That'll be the end for Emeroyd. As it becomes out number 2. Next up, we have Pekin, who is 2 for 2 today with a home run and a single. Looking to continue the dominant day so far. Ooh, that one's hit hard, but Dupont just gets the glove on for out number 3. Top of the 7th now. Sox time is beginning to run out now. Bottom of the order here. You're gonna need to get some big production here. Leading off with Heike Ho.
And since that second inning, it does feel like Lauderberry has just shut down the Sox. That's deep, though.
That's close. We don't know if it could go over. It goes over. The left fielder cannot get his glove on it. That becomes a home run. This is a tie ball game now. 367-footer. Just a pop-up that just got over the fielder's glove for Heike Ho's first home run of the season.
Maybe a little bit of an announcer jinx there, talking about how good Lauderberry's looked. Still only 3 runs. And I mean, we have a tie game. We're about to play a 3-inning ball game, 7-8-9. This is a pretty good start to game 1 of the XBL season.
Yeah, and as we know, Luke, he loves his low velo, so he's fine with seeing that velo begin to slowly drop. See how long his accuracy can hold up. Has a strikeout there, makes it out number 1. Now Dawson up the bat. Ooh, caught by the shortstop for out number 2. Next up, the professor. Looks like he'll stay in. Good call here from the manager. Ooh, getting close here on pitches. but it just bloops it to the second baseman. That looks like it'll be out number 3. 1-2-3 inning. Solo shot makes it a tied ball game once again, going to the bottom of the 7th. Just a great back and forth battle here.
We'll see how this decision to keep the professor in there and let him hit, how that plays out. Personally, I think it's a good decision. I mean, if it's your top bullpen arm, they're already 2 outs in the inning when he came up to bat. If you have trust in him, then go ahead and ride him.
Yeah, I think it'll be more beneficial to save their bench bats for when like a more dire situation.
Mm-hmm.
As that one's glove, and now it looks like Candace Slaughterberry. This might be the end of her day. We'll see what they do. Looks like there will be. We got Katarina. She'll come in as a pinch hitter, and let's see what she can do. Not much, it seems, as Hug and Kiss will get us to first base for out number 2. Next up is Lillian. 0 for 3 today, not having a great day so far. Let's see if she can turn it around and give these Mallard fans something to be excited for. With the tray activates. Just hits a foul on the 0-2 count. Professor makes work of her yet again. Makes it out number 3. She's not having a good day. Looks like the mojo is going down for her. I think that would be her second strikeout today. She's going to need to up her game if the Mallards want to walk away with a win.
And Dwyenne is just pounding those fastballs and changeups on the edges. He's playing those so well, getting big-time strikeouts. And he's kind of feeding off that patience of Luke and really dotting him and you know, making him decide whether to swing or not.
For sure, as that one was grounded up. So we got a leadoff runner here in the top of the 8th. This is a good start here for the Sox, as they have Savage up, the number 2 hitter. Lots of speed here. Watch out for that hit and run or steal. As that one's ripped hard, will the outfielder get it? They will, so good steal there, but just unfortunate hitting there. As IP Freely comes up 0 for 3 also, he's going to need to step up. Watch out for Dwyenne as Luke throws a pitch out. It looks like the pitcher is being a bit more patient now with threat on first. You know, you have to watch out for that speedy arm as another throw to first again. So 0-1 count here. Oh, wow. What a great dive there from the first baseman, able to get glove on it, prevent the runner from advancing.
And that's something that we may have seen something similar from Dwyenne early in the game, but now Luke gets his chance to get out of a jam. So much speed on first. An unfortunate line out for the Pine Sox, but a great heads-up play from the Mallards first baseman to get both outs on the line out.
Yeah, not easy to make plays those, so great job from him. A ball 2 now as Angie Alec, she activates her whiffer trait. Hug and Kiss will get to it. Throws to first for out number 1. Chance Lauderberry 1 for 3 today with a home run on the solo shot. Let's see what he can do.
He's dangerous, and he does have that outside pitch, and looks like Dwyenne might be trying to pound him inside and jam him a little bit, and that's the smart move here.
Yeah, you don't really want to tempt that outside trade, because if you miss, and if they make any sort of contact on it, that could very well just go out of the stadium. And that becomes an 0-2 count. 1-2, the batter just watches it. Patient at the plate here, 2-2 count. 3-2 count, full count here. Let's see what the professor can do. Oh, just over the shortstop's glove. So now we got a runner on first here. Bottom of the 8th with a tie ball game. Professor loses some of his mojo. Let's see what Gadwall can do here.
This is Luke's last chance to take the lead before the 9th. He has speed on first. He definitely wants to have a 2-out rally and not be tied going into the 9th.
Yeah, for sure, because if he gets a solid hit here, that runner on first might be able to make it home. As we get an 0-2 count here. Batter being patient. Watch out for this patience. Let's see how the professor attacks Gadwall. Gets him there on the swing and a miss. So runner is left stranded. Top of the 9th here. Game is still tied 3 apiece. Very close game here, but we have the heart of the lineup, Junior Dong leading off here. Let's see how he kicks things off. As that one's grounded in, the first baseman gets to it pretty easily for out number 1. So quick hit there. Might want to be a bit more patient, but here's a hero of the day so far, Beatrice Bebopper. Let's see what she can do, and maybe if she can pull another home run. She gets a ground out, not ground out, go rounder right up the middle, gets past the fielders. So now we got the winning run on base right now for the Sox. And this is an interesting decision here. Pulling out the locked-in hitter, Dwyenne is going all in right now. He does not want a extra inning game with Luke. He wants to get this final run. Oh no, the pitcher messes up there. It's going into the outfield. Runner can easily advance a third here. Oh no, the fielder also drops the ball. Terrible fielding from the Mallards in that sequence. Just they need to watch their glove on that one.
And I was wondering if that speed swap might pay off. I mean, the hitter was obviously locked in, but there it is. I mean, same at bat. Overthrow at first is going to cost the Mallards. A sac fly here gives the Pine Sox the lead. That sweet speed swap was a good play. Good use of the bench.
For sure. Looks like we're going to see Luke here switch up the velo. Watch out for this speedster on third. Dwyenne is not afraid to execute a steal on home. As that one's blooped up, and looks like the Sox will take a lead here. As the fielder's
There's that base running. There's that speed that is so important. I mean, the hit and run and the bloop, and all of a sudden the Pine Sox are in business.
Yeah, just a great manager decision there to pull out the runner and bring in someone who's faster, as that looks like that could be the deciding factor. Great steal here, strikeout, but not before runners get on third and second. The professor, let's see if the professor stays in. Professor will not be staying in. And I think we're getting Hugh Jazz come in as he looks to maybe put this game to sleep with a potential base clearing hit or even a home run. And just doesn't get enough on it, so that'll be out number 3. The Sox have a 1-0 lead going in the bottom of the 9th. Let's see if Dwyenne can hold on, or will Luke make a last 9th inning rally here?
It was a smart decision earlier to leave the professor in, but he did his job, and now it's Quadir Dong's time to close it out for the Pine Sox. There's the first out.
For sure, and if there's someone you want closing out the game on the Sox, it's going to be Dong right here. As that one's a strike 1. Beautiful curveball right there, just the placement you want to see. Great swing and a miss there for out number 2. Sox sit 1 game away from pulling off upset victory here. As that one's hit high, will it go the distance? Warning track power, not enough. Out number 3. Sox take game 1 here. Just a great performance from both of these two. What do you say, by night?
I agree. I mean, first game of the XBL season, we have 21 hits combined. We had steals, we had double plays, we had home runs, we had errors. This game really had it all, and both these teams had a strong showing. I mean, even though the Mallards didn't get the win, they looked good on the mound for most of the game. And for the Pine Sox, there you go. I mean, you take game 1 against the defending World Series runner-up. That is as good of a start as you can ask for this season.
Yeah, for sure. And I like to note here that Dwyenne only had 2 strikeouts that whole game, making a lot more taking advantage of his appearance than Luke, who had 10 strikeouts. Let's see here in game 2 if that trend continues or will be able to lay off some pitches or make contact on the right pitches. As a lot of those pitches, we just saw him just go right past the fielder. So great pitching from Dwyenne, being able to shut down Luke Archer.
That's right. Dwyenne here now, hopping into the queue. I think that was a great point you made about the strikeouts. And it's so effective when you can strand runners on base and not allow balls in play to potentially be an error or anything like that. Good points all around. and here we go. We'll see y'all when we hop in for game two. Looks like they've found each other. Here we go.
Yeah, it should be a great game here. And I believe we're going to the Bengada Bowl. So we go into Okay, so we go into Bugatti Bowl here, home of the Pine Sox. Pine Sox looking to take a sweep here, while the Mallards, they're looking to escape the sweep and not begin their season 0-2. Fatality on the mound here. Number 2 pitcher for the Pine Sox. Let's see how she does.
It was a great start in game one for Dwyenne. This could be a statement game for the Pine Sox if they can overcome the split curse and take game two from the Mallards.
For sure, the Mallards are ranked number 1 this season. So if Dwyenne is able to take down the number 1 team, he's going to be on a lot of teams' radars going into the season. As that catches the hitter looking for out number 1.
Starts off game two how he ended game one with a strong pitching performance. That's a great strikeout to set the tone here in the first.
For sure. As that one's grounded to the second baseman, the out number 2. Next up, Chance Lauderberry here with a 250 average in the season. Had a home run last game. Let's see if he can bring some of that power. Brings a lot of power, but just goes foul. As that becomes ball 1, make it a 1-1 count. Grounded hard. Junior Don gets a glove on it. Will it be in time? Does for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning here. Pine Sox coming up now. Samantha Plomes, she's going to be looking to have a strong start here for the Mallards.
That's right, and a scoreless inning is a great job from the Pine Sox in the top of the first. Maybe they can turn it around and get some early runs like they did last game when they had the first runs of the season.
For sure, as you notice here, Plums, she's like a opposite of Lauderberry the last game. Lauderberry, as you notice, not a lot of not accuracy, velo or junk. This time now, a lot more velocity put on this pitcher. So let's see how that changes how Dwyenne approaches the hitting.
That's right, and that was one of our keys is those velo swaps. Here's the first one of the game, and it actually looks like Dwyenne kind of got caught in no man's land there as the ball dropped and runner thrown out at second, which is not what you want to happen. But Luke has another hit for Dwyenne. This fast velo may not be as effective as he thought.
Yeah, we're gonna see here because that was pretty much a hit, but the base runner looked like it was gonna be out, but it looks like the fielder just didn't have enough speed. Now we go here with 2 outs. Beach Speed Bopper up. And the steal here with double steal here. Number runners on third and second, 2 outs. On the 1-2 count. Oh, just can't capitalize there. Hits to the pitcher for out number 3. So Mallards get out of a bit of a jam there. Now they look to get something here with a 4-5-6 coming up next.
That's unfortunate for the Pine Sox to get caught on the paths and then have another hit and maybe wonder whether you could have gotten that run across. But on the other side, for the Mallards, that's a great way to get out of the jam and take some momentum back despite the Pine Sox hits.
For sure, as that one is hit to the left fielder for out number 1. Next up, we have Gadwall. She's hitting a 500 average this season. As she swings and miss there for strike 1. So shortstop gets it there. Throws the first easily for out number 2. So next up we got Duck Bill III. Hasn't had a hit this season, but he is good against right-handed pitchers. So let's see if he can get some nice power here. But misses 2 pitches there. 0-2 count. 3 misses right there for out number 3. Just not a great start for him. Now we go into the bottom of the second. 6, 7, 8 here, and we saw this part of the lineup in the last game in the top of the ninth. They were able to come through, get that final run. Let's see if they can get things started here for the Sox. And looks like they will as Heidi Ho, she gets leadoff single. So great start here for the Sox. Amanda Hug and Kiss, 500 average, 1 RBI. Not a lot of speed on first, but don't think Dwyenne will attempt to steal here. He likes stealing if he sees an opportunity. And would be the second baseman gets a glove on it. That'll be safe on first. So 1 out now, runner still on first. And like I said, great steal there. Just perfect time. The pitcher wasn't aware. And now we got a runner on second now. As that
Dwyenne
was
kind of
up.
showing there that speed isn't everything. Like you said, he looks for his opportunities. That's his third or fourth steal of the night with a low speed runner. He's just getting the good timing. That's a great job by the Pine Sox.
For sure, and with a sturdy pitching like the Mallards, you need to get your base runners advanced as much as possible, so that even like gappers like that can convert into potential runs. Great base running there. Mallard's just not really aware of what's happening as the Pine Sox take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. And the base running there did not pay off. And we go into the top of the third. Still a 1-0 ball game thanks to the base running from the Pine Sox.
He doesn't quite get the steal there, but he does get the run, and that's what's important. Mallard just couldn't catch up to that little bloop. And the Pine Sox, just like in game one, are looking at an early lead.
For sure. Let's see because so far the pitching from Vitali has been very strong, being able to contain. And let's see, dive there, great dive from Savage, gets him for out number 1. So Quack, she's up. 250 average on the season. She does have the inside pitch straight. Let's see if Dwyenne targets the outside a bit more. And that one just goes a bit wild as the hitter makes contact. Mallard's first hit of the day with 1 out here in the top of the third.
And in game one, Luke was able to answer that 2-run home run with a 2-run home run of his own to tie it up. He's got a runner on first. I wonder if he's going to try to respond and tie it up.
Yeah, we got 2 outs here, so maybe not a lot he can do, but he might go for a steal, so. Ooh, Hug and Kiss with a great leaping catch there. Prevents a potential run to keep it a 1-0 game here in the bottom of the third.
What a play. That's all you can ask for out of your shortstop. She put the effort in. She made the catch. Great job to limit the damage now. And now you got the top of your lineup up. That's a great momentum pull from the Sox.
For sure. And as we see this miss there to make it 0-1 count, Yapont looks like the second baseman dives on it, gets it to first for out number 1. Next up, Savage. She will look to continue her day, as I believe she's 1 for 1. Looks like that will pop up though. It'll go into the outfield for out number 2. Next up, IP Freely. Hasn't had a hit this season. Let's see if he can get something. And he does. The first hit of the season for IP Freely on a slow roller that just gets past that second baseman. As we were saying earlier, speed is very key for catching up to balls like those. As Junior Dong swings there. 0-1, make it a 1-1 count. That one's popped up, and it looks like that will be caught for out number 3. So solid inning here from the Mallards to keep the runner on first. Go to the top of the 4th now. Pine Sox holding on to their 1-0 lead.
They do have that lead fatality only at 23 pitches, but I mean on the Mallard side, his starting pitcher is only at 28, which is very efficient. Obviously had that 1 run get across, but these pitchers are keeping it tight through 3.
Right, and I wouldn't say anything about their plate discipline, but I think it's more of these pitchers just hitting those corners and making quick 0-2 counts here and just not running up their pitch count. As we see that one hit hard right up the middle. It looks like we'll have a runner on first now with 1 out from Waterbury. Next up, Plighty Rhinoceros. Oh, first baseman just misses there a bit. Make it ball 1. That one looked like it was left a bit in the zone, but the hitter misses. 1-2 count here. Let's see what happens. Oh, just gets over this shortstop's head, and it looks like the runner will advance to third. Now we got the runner going to second, makes it in time. Maybe a questionable decision there, trying to third. Now we got runners on second and third with only one out.
Right, and that takes away the easy ground ball double play for Dwyenne. Good job of Luke to take the base.
For sure, and it looks like that will be out number 2. Runner on third now. We have a tie ball game now. Duck Bill the third up next. That one's hit hard. This going to the fence. Will it hit the track? Just foul. Barely misses the foul pole. Keeps it a 1-1 ball game. And Savage with the great dive there. Just a game of inches this game is. As that one could have very well been a home run if just a tad bit to the left.
That's right, and how important for the Mallards as they get that run back is base running. I guess how important for both of these teams, Dwyenne putting the runners on, stealing, getting in on the bloop, and Luke there taking that extra base, eliminating the double play.
As we see that one go far, it will go gone. See ya, home run, solo shot. That makes it a 2-1 ball game. Pine Sox take back the lead on a 448-footer. B-Bopper continues her hot hand. Second home run of the season. Just a great power showing from her so far. What do you say?
She crushed that. I think it was a curveball she pulled out there to left center, and we're through barely a game and a half, and she almost has 1,000 feet of home runs. I mean, the power display. That's a great bounce back for the Pine Sox after giving up the run in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, big boost here for the Pine Sox, and a bit of a demoralizer for the Mallards. You work your way up, get tied the ball game, and then the Pine Sox just steal that lead right back. Now we're gonna see Dawson here. Let's see if she can continue, and I think she does. Will it go far? It will not go far. The center fielder makes a great leap at the fence, prevents a 2-run shot. That is great defense there from the Mallards, preventing the home run. As before we oh no, the center field looks like she can't get into in time. It looks like Dwyenne will at least get a run from taken there, as he takes a 3-1 lead here. Great hitting from the Pine Sox this inning, just hitting it deep, hitting it hard, and now let's see if they can continue with Yupons.
That's right. Even on that ball that was robbed, Dwyenne just smashed it. I mean, just a few feet from being a homer. He's kind of starting to tune into this timing in ways that he didn't quite during the middle innings of the first game.
Sure, I'd like to note here also that was his pitcher who hit that nice hit. So watch out for pitchers.
That's right. Up and down the lineup, Luke can be dangerous with his pitcher spot. Dwyenne can be dangerous with his pitcher spot. When you have that 9 spot going and competitive, you can be really dangerous.
Oh wow, double steal here. Mallard's trying to take a gamble here, try to get the runner at second, does not pay off, and as a result, the Sox take a 4-1 lead. They sort of get that home run back that was stolen right from them.
And the Sox now have 4 runs, 9 hits through 4 innings. But if I remember correctly, right there, Luke's pitcher is only at 42 pitches, which is still very efficient, but the Sox are just seeing those strikes and punishing him and not letting Luke get away with any.
Yeah, for sure. So great hitting here from the Pine Sox. Let's see if Fatality can continue the pitching dominance, as that becomes a low ball 1 on the 1-2 count here in the top of the 5th. That one goes right up the middle. No fielders there in time. So runner on first now. Good start here for the Mallards. Let's see if Quacks can get another hit here, as she's 1 for 1 today.
And all it takes is a bloop or a grounder to get things started. When you get runners on, you can obviously threaten. Quacks now up with the inside pitch. She can smash it.
Yep, but it looks like she'll do anything but that, as she's caught looking for out number 1. Next up, the pitcher. Tense pitcher. Looks like the pitcher will go for a bunt here, as the manager's not trusting the bat. And he'll drop it from the catcher to make it easy out number 2. Runner on second, 2 outs. Dwyenne coming up. Ooh, Junior Dong is able to get his glove on that one quickly. Runner's left stranded. going down the bottom of the fifth is IP Freely.
And it was a good effort from Luke with the bunt. Just couldn't get it down and gets the out here. Pine Sox come out swinging, and this is going to be extra bases. They're just not letting off of that gas pedal.
Yeah, and you see that the runner does not stop. Great base running there. Mallards, their fielding is looking a little questionable right now. They've dropped a lot of balls or let them get past. We'll see how that continues as this game goes on. Oh, quite risky play there. Just does not pay off for the Pine Sox. They have runner on first now, but they sacrificed the runner on third. So tough break there for the Sox.
That's right. It was risky. I think Dwayne's probably happy that ball hit the ground, but there's another one. Bounces off second baseman, gets it to first in time for out number 2, but runner advances to second.
Correct. And now we got Heike Ho. She's been hitting good, and she continues her hot streak. It looks like the runner will advance home easily. She gets double, continuing her great day. And we've seen the Sox here once again, you know, they got robbed of a home run. This time they sort of lost that runner on third, and now they've taken back that lost run there.
That's right. I mean, Luke had the robbery of Dwyenne, and he had that steal of home that didn't work out. But you still are scoring runs, and if I'm Dwyenne, I'm really happy despite those setbacks because you've got the power clicking, you've got the speed clicking, the contact, defense is good, pitching is good. This could get out of control for the Mallards if they don't make some form of a comeback in this inning or the next.
For sure, and we see that maybe this is the start of their comeback. Depends how far it can go. Not enough, as that becomes out number 2. Next up is the shortstop. Ball 1 makes it a 1-1 count. Oh, right past the second baseman. Now we got a runner on first, 2 outs here. Mojo goes down, but Galwal's still up. Almost hit hard, but just not where they want it for out number 3. So Fatality just continuing to work through 6 innings. She has done work on these Mallards. Now it's time for Dawson to lead things off here. Pops that one quickly, and it looks like the left fielder will get there in time for out number 1. Fatality 2 for 2 today, 2 RBIs. So she has both prevented runs on the mound, and she has brought in runs of her own. So just being a great production. Oh no, the fielders' miscues continue. What are they doing as they just seem unaware of where the ball was?
That's right, and that's obviously demoralizing for Luke. Looks like his outfielders may have taken a second there, missed it with the shortstop, and kind of got past the left fielder. You've got to eliminate those mistakes. I mean, those are free runners, free extra bases. You've got to get rid of those.
Yeah, and look at that. It goes past the fielder, almost gets past the center fielder. But like we're just seeing not good throws here. Like another terrible throw. It looks like this will be an inside the park home run. This will be our first inside the park home run of the season. Make it a 7-1 ball game. Mallards, they need to watch how they're fielding because they have cost a lot of runs here. What do you say?
That's right. I mean, Luke's got to take a second and regroup. I mean, those defensive miscues are obviously not what you want to happen, but before you let that run come across, I mean, you're still in the game. I mean, Luke is a great hitter and can come back at any time, but I mean, stuff like that is just unnecessary, and really hope he can get it together here and make a comeback in these later innings.
Yeah, the fielders are just gonna have to take a breath here and look to make a comeback here in the top of the 7th, with the Sox holding on to a strong 7-1 lead.
Right, and this is a quick out here. If you're a manager, in this case, Luke, take a second, maybe let that substitution clock tick, compose yourself, come back out, be patient, and try to get yourself back in this game, and can't just give up on it because he has the skills to make a comeback.
For sure. But Fatality is just continuing to make quick work of these Mallard hitters. She's one of the better pitchers in this league. as she once again gets another out there. 7 innings, just dominant pitching, not letting these Mallards get anything as Junior Dawn comes up to bat.
And it was still close through those first innings. Although 7-1, we may be on a mercy watch if the Pine Sox keep the momentum going in the seventh.
For sure, and we see Plums. She's despite she's given up 7 runs here, but she's still only 10th, or she's neutral right now. So interesting to see how long she'll stay in the game for.
Right, and she does have the stats. I'm a little surprised the Mallards have kept her in. Well, I guess she is hitting here, so yeah, and he will go to the bullpen. Maybe that is why he kept her in, because her spot was coming up. Either way, here's the pinch hitter Turducken trying to do some damage.
For sure, and he might be the spark that this Mallards offense needs right now, as no one's really clicking for them. Well, looks like he won't be it as he swings at the forkball. Just a tough pitch to get at, especially when it's so high in the zone. Well, Leanne looked like she was trying to go for a bunt there, but she pulls away. And now it's a ball 2-1 count. Hard hit pitch, but Dong just doing a great job at third base of getting all those harder hit pitches and saving the Sox some hits. Ball 2-1 on the low curveball. 2-2 count. Whiffer trait activates. Foul ball goes left. Ooh, let's see, can he get it? He can't get it this time. So now we got a runner on first now. 2 outs. Luke, he needs to get this run in, being down 7-1. The time is not on his side. It looks like that'll be the end of the day for Fatality. Time for the Professor. Let's see what he can do. He gets a quick out there as
It's
Luke
about as efficient as you can be. Good choice from Dwyenne to bring in the Professor, and he's got 1 inning left before he closes out this game.
for sure. And right now, Dwyenne, he still has his whole bullpen. So even if the Mallards here, they do some number on Professor in the final inning, he still has the rest of his bullpen to reach into.
That's right.
Next up, we have Dawson up, the number 8 batter. Let's see what happens as that's a ball 1. 2-0 count with 1 out. That one's hit hard, but it goes foul to make it a 2-1 count. And she'll just pop it up to the first baseman. Looks like he'll easily grab that for out number 2. So the Professor comes up. As expected, he'll stay in the game. He rips that hard. Will we have a pitcher homer on Match of the Week? We will not. Just shy of warning track power as we go into the bottom of the 9th, or top of the 9th. As the runner gets on first, a good start here for the Mallards. They need to continue sequencing these hits. And we continue doing it. Luke might be starting a rally here as runner will advance to second. Let's see if the runner gets a third. He does, and he'll stay at third. No outs here. If I'm the pitcher right now, I'm not too worried about second and third, because the key here is just get 3 outs. It doesn't matter if the runners on second and third advance, as long as you get outs.
That's right. And there he does get that, but Luke was
no.
running off the bag, and we may have a triple play here. Luke's getting caught in a rundown.
I can't believe my triple play to end the game. Mallards may need to look for a new base running coach, because they had runners second and third, they just let them get through. I'm very surprised at that sequence of events right there.
Right, I'm almost speechless. I mean, the Mallards got a little bit of momentum there with 2 straight hits, runners on second and third, no outs. But I mean, then it all goes. I mean, a triple play. I mean, what else can you say? That's unfortunate in for the Mallards, but good of the Pine Sox to close it out.
Yeah, this was a statement victory here for for the Pine Sox, not to just get a one, but a two-game sweep here to kick off their season and the XBL season. You know, the Pine Sox, they're ranked number 9, I believe, going to the season. Mallard's number 1. Now we might see Dwyenne make a big jump in here. So props to him for stepping up and taking this huge victory.
That's right. I was very impressed by the Pine Sox tonight. They won a close game in game one, and they did not let off the brakes. They controlled the tempo in game two. They set the tone, scoring runs. They were dominant on the mound. I mean, Dwyenne had great pitch selection, great pitch location. Really, everything seemed to be clicking for the Pine Sox, and that was a statement win. If I'm the power rankings committee, all eyes are going to be on the Pine Sox heading into week two.
Sure. And as we mentioned in the keys earlier today, we saw the speed from the Pine Sox play a huge factor into their victory, as long with their plate discipline and how they utilized their pitching.
That's right. As always, those keys ended up being so important. But thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. We had a great cast. Hummus, thank you for the play-by-play. I'm Finite on the color tonight. Good cast. As always, we had great games, very entertaining. Congratulations to the Pine Sox for the 2-0 start. We will see you all next week. Hummus, any parting words?
Yep. Just make sure everyone be sure to get your games in. And if you're new to the XBL, just stay tuned next week for our next matchup here on the X Platform Baseball League.